reality is breaking. The deeper we look into the fabric of our world, the less real it seems. In this video, we're going to uncover real events and scientific theories that challenge everything you thought you knew about your existence. And they all raise one disturbing question. Are these glitches just nature playing tricks on us? Or are they signs that reality isn't what it appears to be? For thousands of years, we've trusted our senses to navigate the world. But scientists now believe that evolution didn't shape us to see the truth, only what helps us survive. What if those senses aren't showing you reality at all? Just a simplified user interface designed to keep you alive. Scroll through your feed today, and you'll notice it everywhere. Strange events, impossible moments, and people questioning reality not because they're paranoid, but because something genuinely feels off. One of the most famous and unsettling glitches we face is the Mandela Effect. This is where millions of people remember the same events that, according to our official timeline, never happened. And these aren't vague memories or simple confusion. These are detailed, emotional, specific memories of things that simply do not exist. Millions insist they watched Nelson Mandela die in prison back in the 1980s. They remember the news reports, the televised funeral, the global mourning. Except he didn't. He was released in 1990 and lived until 2013. People clearly remember the Monopoly man, rich Uncle Pennybags, wearing a monocle. He never did. And what about the fruit of the Loom logo? Many of us can picture it perfectly. A pile of fruit with a cornucopia, that horn-shaped basket, right behind it. But if you look it up, that cornucopia was never part of the design. Ever. Now, mainstream science has an explanation for this. They call it confabulation. It's the brain's tendency to invent or distort memories, filling in gaps to make the world easier to understand. And yes, there are plenty of psychological experiments showing just how easily our memories can be manipulated and implanted. It's a convenient, neat explanation that puts the blame squarely on our faulty, human minds. But there's a huge problem with that theory. Confabulation is supposed to be personal. It's meant to be random, inconsistent from person to person. If my brain fills in a memory gap, it should be different from how your brain fills in the same gap. But the Mandela Effect isn't any of those things. It's consistent. Millions of unrelated people are remembering the exact same false memory. The same details, the same images, the same events. The Monopoly man's monocle isn't just a random accessory. It's always a monocle. The fruit of the Loom logo doesn't have a bowl or a plate. It's always a cornucopia. This shared, collective misremembering defies the logic of individual confabulation. And that raises a frightening possibility. What if it's not our minds that are glitching? What if it's reality itself? And believe it or not, modern science might actually suggest why. Quantum physics, the most fundamental and tested theory of our universe, has revealed some truly bizarre things about the nature of reality. One of its most famous principles is the observer effect. It shows us that at the subatomic level, particles don't exist in a definite, solid form until someone or something is watching them. Before observation, they exist in a cloud of probabilities. It's as if the universe waits for you to look before deciding what it is. The very act of observing forces reality to render into a specific state. So what happens when something renders incorrectly? What happens when the world loads wrong? It sounds like a wild sci-fi theory, but then you see what's been happening. In 2023, in British Columbia, someone filmed a bird frozen mid-flight. Not hovering, not gliding, utterly frozen. Its wings were still, its body unmoving, just hanging in the sky as people walked beneath it, filming from every possible angle. The immediate reaction was to explain it away. Some said it got caught in a spiderweb or a fishing line, but no one ever provided any proof. Just guesses, just convenient explanations meant to calm us down and make the impossible seem normal. But that wasn't the only case. All around the world, people are capturing the same kinds of phenomena. Birds frozen in midair, planes that appear stuck in the sky, not moving for minutes at a time, cars that seem to materialize out of nowhere. Moments that feel less like nature and more like a visual glitch in a video game. Of course, none of these events prove anything on their own. Each one can be rationalized or dismissed. But when you put them all together, they start to whisper something deeply unsettling. What if the world isn't a random, chaotic collection of physical laws? What if it's a system? An imperfect one, but a system nonetheless. A system designed to feel real, to feel solid and predictable until something slips. And when it does, we're left with a terrifying thought. What if none of this is real? You see, more scientists, engineers, and philosophers than ever before are beginning to seriously ask a radical question. Are we living in a simulation? It sounds ridiculous, like something straight out of a movie, but the clues are piling up, and they're becoming harder and harder to ignore. The observer effect, where reality waits for a conscious observer to collapse into being. Quantum entanglement, which Einstein called spooky action at a distance, where two particles can be linked and instantaneously affect each other, no matter how far apart they are, as if distance is just an illusion. The universe itself behaves like code, with fundamental constants and physical laws that look suspiciously like programmed rules. Even our own DNA acts like a biological program, an incredibly complex code that builds and runs our bodies. The more we investigate the fundamental nature of our universe, the harder it becomes to dismiss the simulation hypothesis. And strangely, the more we try to disprove it, the more evidence seems to emerge that supports it. Which brings us to a haunting, urgent question. If this is a simulation, why is it glitching? And more importantly, why do these glitches seem to be increasing? Is something in the system changing? Is it being updated? Or is something coming to an end? No system lasts forever, not even a simulated one. Maybe things aren't breaking by accident. Maybe they're breaking by design. Maybe we're not supposed to believe everything is normal anymore. Maybe the glitches aren't bugs. Maybe they're features. Intentional cracks, designed to let us peek outside the system. Because it's only when the illusion starts to fail that we finally have a chance to see what's really behind it. Hi, and thanks for watching until the end. If this video got you questioning reality, check out the next one. It goes even deeper into the cracks of our world. This is Curio Clips, where we explore the mysteries of existence one question at a time. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.